YouTube, what is going on? It is your man. It's coming. Does ASMR. And today, I wanted to step back and do something a little bit more fun. We're gonna be doing some fast food ranking videos. I'm just gonna make a boatload of these, like so many of them that it's just gonna be ridiculous because I just feel like I want to just do something different. I haven't made any tier ranking videos in a while, and I got into a controversial debate slash discussion with people about certain places, and there's one place in particular that I personally don't get the hype for, but I go to because friends and my girlfriend loves it, so I just eat it here and there. But we're gonna get to it. But be sure to like, comment, subscribe before we go and get. So, as you can see on the screen, we have it set up in a way that there is SABCDF, and then the last category is places that I've never had before. So the places that I've never had before, when we get to those, we're not gonna actually comment on those places. But the first place on the list is Arby's. And I'm gonna be going into a little bit of context on each of these, but Arby's being the first one is very funny. I personally, when I was younger, used to like Arby's a lot. But Arby's starting the list off is actually kind of crazy. What I can say about Arby's is that Arby's is not a bottom tier restaurant. It's not good though. Like beef and cheddars, I can't eat any more beef and cheddars. But the jalapeno poppers at Arby's are top tier. So if I had to give Arby's a fair analysis, and I'm grading it by the entire menu, I'm looking at menu, restaurant in general, everything that goes into it. Maybe not on this one, but maybe the next one, service as well. But Arby's, we're gonna go with Arby's is a C. Arby's could be in a D if I'm being completely honest with you, but Arby's is a C. Arby's isn't the worst, but it isn't the best. I think Arby's where I'm at is only very well received because it's more for the older crowd, and it stays open super late. It's open till 3 in the morning. So next is Jack in the Box. Sadly, I have never had Jack in the Box. I have looked at the menu and stuff and seen it, but I've never had Jack in the Box. Now, next up is A&W. What I can say about A&W, personally, I would have to give A&W a B. Just A&W in general. The burgers, fries, A&W has a menu. A&W is simple, if I'm being honest, and I haven't had A&W in recent time, so my opinion might be a little skewed just because I haven't had it in recent time. But the last time that I had A&W, the burger was really good. The burger, fries, everything is, the menu isn't crazy, so it can't be terrible, but A&W's okay if I'm being honest. Next up, Auntie Anne's. Now, I know probably anybody that really truly knows me, that's seeing this video would know. At my job, I'm known as the Auntie Anne's guy that will go up there I used to go every single day, but they open and everything later on, at an hour or two after I take my break. So sometimes I don't feel like waiting because that's my entire shift, and then I only have an hour left, and I hate taking breaks that last hour of my shift. It just kind of is what it is. But Auntie Anne's, if I'm being completely honest, I'm gonna give Auntie Anne's an A. The menu is very good. The drinks are amazing. It's always a nice treat to have Auntie Anne's. The only reason I'm putting it an A and not an S is just because there is certain occasions when you go to Auntie Anne's and you get a cinnamon roll or something in that realm. Even when they warm it up, it just doesn't taste as fresh as it is Like, unless you go very first thing in the morning, but sometimes the cinnamon rolls and everything like that, you can tell that they've kind of just been, not the best. But other than that, another couple other things, Auntie Anne's is always consistent to me. So I would have to put Auntie Anne's in an A. And as we go, I'll have it on the screen. So far, we have Auntie Anne's in an A&W in a B, Arby's in a C, and Jack in the Box. I never had it. Next on the list is Boston Market. Now, I'm going to put Boston Market in never had, but I have had Boston Market meals, the frozen meals. But I'm not going to rate Boston Market off of a frozen meal if I'm being completely honest. Just because I don't think that is fair. I've heard really good things about authentic Boston Market food, and I heard that it's really consistent and really good. So maybe once I get to traveling and stuff like that, I'll try these places. Next on the list is Burger King. Now, Burger King for me personally, Burger King is probably in the B or C tier, just personally because Burger King doesn't have a specific thing on their menu that I kind of like a lot. They don't. But Burger King's menu isn't as bad as people make it out to be. So Burger King is probably a C for me. The burgers and everything, like, don't get me wrong, they're okay. The chicken sandwiches is okay as well. Now, what people don't actually give Burger King enough credit for is that, like, just like how McDonald's has a Big Mac, the Whopper is really good when it comes to Burger King. Like, you can't go wrong with an actual Whopper, if I'm being completely honest with you. But yeah, I'll probably put Burger King in a C. It's always a safe bet to go to. I don't feel like you're ever gonna be disappointed with Burger King. And the experience is kind of just funny. I remember there's a story, and my friend is gonna hate me for telling this story, but I need to tell it. So we were a bit younger, getting out of school and everything, that just hanging out downtown, and we went to Burger King to grab something to eat. I think either we were waiting for our driving instructor in our time slot to come up for driving training, or we were just hanging out or something like that. But he and I go order some Burger King. I forget what I had, but trust me, I'm gonna tell you what he got. My friend is extremely lactose intolerant. Like, extremely lactose intolerant. So it was this running trend that his orders would always get messed up. So, and the dude behind that was cooking must have been like extremely high or something. So we order our food. We're joking, sitting down, and I commented to him, I was like, wouldn't it be crazy if they got your order wrong? And he just looked at me like, bro, please don't say that, because every time I would go somewhere, they get my order wrong every time. I kid you not. I gotta see if I can find a picture to kind of remember to put a picture, not the actual burger, but something resembling it. He asked for no cheese. he asked for no cheese. And then we opened up his burger. He had like 10 slabs of cheese on his burger. Yeah, like 10 slabs of cheese on his burger. He was so upset. And he brought it up. And I kid you this, it's a real story. He brought it up to the counter. And he told him, and the dude said, he said, I thought you said mo cheese, not no cheese. So we just kind of like looked at him, and then he brought it back and gave him another burger. He got the burger. I'm sorry, he got the burger and sat back down with the second burger. And it had more cheese. It had even more cheese than the first one. He didn't eat. I felt bad. I got up and just threw my foot away, and we just left, and we never been back since. I just thought I'd tell you. That's funny. I'm sorry, y'all. Next is Checkers, aka Rallies. Checkers for me. Olive Burger, Big Buford, what's it like the chicken boxes, popcorn chicken with the fries. Those as a kid, man. But we're doing everything in totality. Actually, we're gonna move Burger King up because I'm thinking about the service as well. Burger King service isn't bad, but it's not the greatest, and I do feel like Burger King deserves to be in B because I feel like McDonald's deserves to be in A. If I'm being honest, Checkers definitely is probably going to be, and I like Checkers, so it hurts me to do this. Checkers / Rallies is gonna be a D. Late night drunk spot or something that you're just gonna go to, something you're gonna grab. They have nice deals and everything like that. It's never a bad option and stuff like that. But if you know we're on for the window, and I don't know if this is consistent where everywhere you go, when you go to a Checkers / Rallies window, it does not matter if they see you, they will not answer that window. And the customers, like customer service, and the speed that they go at times. And I'm sorry to all my Checkers people out there that work there, eat there, but you're moving slow, so I have to put it in D. It would have been a C for me, but it's gotta be D. Next on the list is Chick-fil-A, and I'm gonna just be honest, Chick-fil-A is S. Everything. There's 3 restaurants in my head that are across the board just consistent and great, and I'm trying to see if they're on this list right now. So they're not on this list, but I'll go ahead and tell you, Freddy's and Culver's. Those 3 for me. Every single time I go to those places, it's consistent after consistent after consistent. Always good, always fresh, always polite, and get the food out on time. It's a quick, fast process every single time. And I feel like you can go top to bottom with their menu, and they're always gonna be consistent. Chick-fil-A as well. I've had my thing messed up once with Chick-fil-A, and that was only because they didn't put cheese on my chicken sandwich. That was it. But everything else, Chick-fil-A is always consistent. I had it last night. Just it's that good. So I feel like everything from top to bottom, Chick-fil-A is S. Personally, Chipotle. Now we got Chipotle. Personally, I'm a Qdoba person. I like Qdoba better than Chipotle because they just skimp you on some of the food. But if I had to be fair, Chipotle is probably going to be a B for me, just because Chipotle and Qdoba are both a B. I do feel like they're very, very, very good alternatives and everything like that, and they're really good. But I just do feel like the prices have gone up between those two, and the portions have went down. But I do feel like Qdoba does give you a little bit better portions, and I do like Qdoba's better just because Chipotle, for me, I always feel like they don't trim enough of their fat off their chicken or their meat or anything like that. I just feel like there's always a lot of fat on their stuff. So next on the list is Cinnabon. Cinnabon is also going to be up there with Auntie Anne's. Cinnabons is consistent. Cinnabons is great every single time I go to Detroit. I gotta stop at the Cinnabons. It's really good. The snacks and everything. Only thing about Cinnabons is it's very sugary and very sweet. So sometimes I can't consume as many sweets as I used to. But Cinnabons is definitely in the same tier as Auntie Anne's. Jimmy John's being next. Jimmy John's for me is gonna be a B. And I say Jimmy John's being a B just because Jimmy John's has a gap. I feel like Subway is at A's point. It's probably gonna be a B as well. Jimmy John's might be a C. They're probably in the same tier if I'm being completely honest. Jimmy John's has the actual delivery going for them. The subs and everything can be a little bit more complex. You can get them toasted now, so they're already evolving. And sometimes they have limited edition cookies and stuff like that. And Jimmy John's usually in and out and stuff like that. So Jimmy John's is a B. I haven't eaten Jimmy John's as often as I used to, but every once in a while I'll get it. Just kind of now upsets my stomach a little bit, so I'll slow down on it. Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen is A. Can't go inside Dairy Queen, but actually let's go B. Dairy Queen's a B, just because for me, every single time I've went to Dairy Queen, my order has never been wrong or anything. I've just been at one at bad times where it just took very long. I figured sometimes I feel like with Dairy Queen, when there's a when it's you or somebody else, or just you in general by yourself in a line, I feel like it takes forever to get your thing. So I think that's the only thing that's knocking Dairy Queen. But Dairy Queen, you know what you're trying to get from Dairy Queen. It's consistent and good every time. Dunkin' Donuts. From what I remember, Dunkin' is probably a C for me. There's not anything that really wows me about Dunkin'. Dunkin' is not bad though, but we'll probably move it up. I just feel like for right now, I want to put it in C. It just kind of fits that it sits in C for me. Evolution Burger. I never had that, so I can't do that. El Loco. I think I had it, but I'm not sure, so we're gonna put it in never had. Five Guys Burgers and Fries. Put it in B. And the reason I put Five Guys in B is because Five Guys is really good. Don't get me wrong. You can always create an amazing burger with Five Guys, but there's too many complexities to Five Guys. You have to pay for the fries. You have to pay for each burger. Everything is sold separately, so it can get very expensive at Five Guys. So Five Guys is something that you treat yourself to every once in a while. But Five Guys can definitely get up there, so you gotta be a little careful with it. But Five Guys is very good. I just kind of put it like, I don't know if it can go in A, just because for me, it kind of is a wishy-washy. If I was to put it in A, I'd probably be just because Five Guys gives you so many freaking fries that you got enough fries to eat with another separate meal. But I'm gonna go B, personally for me. Hardee's. Never had Hardee's. Funny thing about In-N-Out, I was gonna have In-N-Out in Texas, but I didn't actually go and opt for In-N-Out just because when I got there, leading up to that point, I was eating burgers for days and days and days, and I wanted to try an In-N-Out authentic experience and everything like that. But I just didn't go for it. I was gonna get a strawberry shake and everything like that, but I'll definitely go to In-N-Out next time I'm around to try it. Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's is gonna be a B. Just because Jersey Mike's is really good. I feel like it's probably one of the best sub places you get for the most bang for your buck, if I'm being completely honest. It's always worth going to Jersey Mike's. I just don't go as often just because Jersey Mike's is out of the way for me. I don't want to travel that far for a sub place. Jimmy John's and Subway is relatively closer to me. A lot of locations of those are closer to me compared to Jersey Mike's. But you know, I probably will get a Jersey Mike's, maybe do like a mukbang or something like that and try it again. But yeah, Jersey Mike's B. I don't do all the extra vinaigrette though, so that they can go a little crazy Mike's Way and stuff like that. I know they had the meme and everything with Mike's Way, but KFC. KFC is a B. Because the chicken, when KFC's chicken is fresh, I do think that it can be a B. When it's not fresh, I think it's a C. KFC is always consistent. It's not bad. Not great. I think it's one of the safer chicken places you can go to. I feel like it's always a trickle down effect with KFC. I feel like, personally, if you can't go to Popeyes, you go to KFC. That's kind of what happens with us in my household. Popeyes is always the first kind of go-to place, and then we kind of just trickle down to KFC. But my parents love KFC, so they always go to KFC first. So I've had it a lot. I used to eat the famous bowls all the time. The chicken is not bad, but KFC is a safe B. Krispy Kreme. I'm gonna put Krispy Kreme also in B. I know it probably doesn't make a lot of sense to throw Krispy Kreme in B and have Atias in a Cinnabon in A. But with Krispy Kreme, I just don't feel like outside of the glaze, a fresh hot glaze, what else is carrying Krispy Kreme? All the other donuts are good, don't get me wrong, but nothing is beating a fresh, straight out the conveyor belt glazed Krispy Kreme donut. It's top tier. It's probably better than anything Auntie Anne's, and better than anything in Cinnabon. You know what? Just for the hell of it, Krispy Kreme is going in S. You cannot tell me I don't know, vouch for me in the comments if you've had it, a fresh off the conveyor belt glazed donut in the times where the light would be on too. Bring back memories. One of the best experiences you can have. John Silver's. A lot of people are not gonna like this, but before Long John Silver's, now I haven't had it in a while. Long John Silver's is a D personally for me now. Long John Silver's when I was younger was an A. Long John Silver's always kind of kept up with everything. I only put Long John Silver's in a D because Air's smart to do this, by the way. I put Long John Silver's in a D because I feel like all the other restaurants around have actually put marketing budgets into their food and kind of have evolved. Long John Silver's is that one place that just knows they can just kind of skate by because they have that established name. And I don't see any advertisement. I don't see any just outreach of anything with Long John Silver's. It's still around, but I don't see a lot of people going to it. Of course, it's still open, so people are still eating it. But when I was younger, like Long John Silver's was like up there with like McDonald's. Like everybody was Long John Silver's. Line out the door. It was crazy. But nowadays, Long John Silver kind of just McDonald's is gonna go into an A for me. Me personally, a fresh large fry. McDonald's fries are probably some of the best fries out there. I love me a McDonald's fry. I'm not gonna lie to you. Love me a McDonald's fry. So good. The Shamrock Shake as well. The Shamrock Shake is so freaking good. Like I kid you not. It's so freaking good. Pineapple mango smoothie, so good. McDonald's has to be an A. McDonald's isn't in an S because that ice cream machine is always broken. I can't get y'all an S for that. The ice cream machine gotta be fixed. It's gotta be on at all times. Y'all ruining everybody's time. Childhood, all I remember was it was broke. So I can't get you an S for that. But McDonald's is an A for sure. Nothing less than an A. So far for the list, S tier we have Chick-fil-A, Krispy Kreme. A, Auntie Anne's, Cinnabon, McDonald's. B, A&W, Burger King, Jimmy John's, Dairy Queen, Five Guys, KFC, Chipotle, and Jersey Mike's. C, Arby's, Boston Market, and Dunkin' Donuts. And D, Checkers, Long John's. F, there's nothing in F. Jack in the Box, Evolution Burger, El Polo Loco, Hardee's, and In-N-Out. I've never had. So, list is coming along. Like I said, the update every single time will be on the screen. So, let's go ahead and finish this list out. Next, we have Panda Express. Panda Express is gonna be a C. And I say C because Panda Express, I feel like mall Chinese food is way better than Panda Express. But Panda Express, every once in a while, it's not bad. Haven't had Panda Express in a very long time, but every single time I would like drive by every once in a while, I would think about it, contemplate it. I used to go there all the time, so Panda Express is really good. You get a good portions at the end of the night when they're trying to get stuff, but I'll get rid of stuff. But I do think that mall Chinese food is better than Panda. Not bad. The worst chicken, always elite at Panda Express. So Panera Bread. Panera Bread's menu is probably gonna be. I'm probably gonna put Panera Bread in a D. Panera Bread's gonna be a D for me just because I feel like a lot of people go to Panera Bread for the atmosphere and to kind of chill. If I'm being honest, you can get a lot of work done at Panera Bread and stuff like that. The food they have is more of a drink type of thing, but the food they have is always just kind of food to get you through. I don't think it's the best quality food or best put together piece of food, but it's not the worst. But the food is just something that you probably make at home. To be honest, for me personally, like the soup bowls are amazing though. I think I always love the soup bowls. Popeyes is going to be a B. I kind of want to put Popeyes in C. Like I said, overall, like this list is kind of just whatever. But I'm gonna put it in a B. Just because I put KFC in there. I think they're on about the same type of level. Popeyes customer service at times can be bad, but the food is really good. So I'm just gonna leave it at that for them. Quizno. I have not had Quiznos in such a long time. Quiznos for me, from what I remember, I'm gonna put it in C. I have not had Quiznos in such a long time, so I'm gonna put it as C just to be neutral. Canes. This is the one I was talking about to y'all. If my boy watched this, he probably not gonna like this. If my girl watched this, she probably not gonna like this. I personally do not get the grace for Canes. Raising Cane's taste like cafeteria chicken tenders and fries to me. The sauce is good, the bread is good, but even the sauce can't carry those two things. And I don't see the hype for Cane's. Just me personally. It's just you can go get chicken tenders from any other place. Maybe because it's a fast food place. There's no seasoning to the chicken tenders to me. There's no alternative options to get spicy or anything else. Like, this is not a shit on Cane's type of thing, but it's kind of just whatever to me. I'll eat it, but it's not something that I'm gonna go out of my way to get. So, Cane's is a C to me. I'm not gonna disrespect Cane's and put in a D. I don't think Cane's is a D. I think it's a C. I don't think that is better than anything in B, if I'm being honest. I don't think it is. If I had to pick one, that it probably will be better than this A and W. But outside of that, I think everything else in that tier clears Cane's. Maybe I just have to try it again. Sonic, let's be honest here. Sonic has different foods and everything like that, but anybody that's going to Sonic is going for the experience, the driving experience, the slushies and everything like that. The Sonic food, not good to me. I'm not gonna lie to you, not good. The fact you can get like a 10-inch hot dog is nuts to me still, but no, just not it. It's not bad, but you're telling me you're not pulling up to Sonic every single time. Like, Sonic for me is like, it's out of the way. So if I go past, I'll probably grab like a slushie or something like that. But Steak and Shake, let's do this. Okay, so I'm gonna put Steak and Shake in a C. Steak and Shake has brought a lot of great memories. A good Steak and Shake burger is always good. I think like Steak and Shake is neutral, if I'm being honest. It's never gonna wow you, but you know you can go to Steak and Shake late at night with friends, have a good experience, or significant other, anything like that, and just so. And I don't think Steak and Shake is open as late as it used to be. Next, we're gonna go Subway. So, like I said before with Jimmy John's, Subway is also gonna be a B. Subway used to be fantastic. For two reasons for me. I do feel like Subway isn't as healthy as it used to be. It's just kind of whatever now. As well as, I worked at Subway for a short period of time. I'm not gonna say short because it was a couple years, but I used to literally be able to eat Subway and eat it every single day. So I just have got tired of Subway through my lifetime. I probably ate enough subs to get me through the rest of my life, if I'm being completely honest. But Subway is always something that's just kind of cool to have. Just to have for a reminder, maybe get like a 6-inch or a foot long. Just try a different sub out. Sometimes they have specialty subs and stuff like that. But Subway is kind of just at this point. I do feel like it's open for the taking. Like I said, I feel like Jersey Mike's and other places like that, Penn Station, have leapfrogged Subway. I feel like them and Jimmy John's. I feel like Jimmy John's would just never be better than Subway. But Penn Station and Mike's leapfrog that thing. Taco Bell for what it is a D. People don't only go to Taco Bell. You only go to Taco Bell when you're drunk. For me, the most part, that's what a lot of people do. Every once in a while, will I eat Taco Bell? Yes, but do I feel good eating it afterwards? No. Taco Bell's the only restaurant that I've ever seen, which I thought this was crazy. When you're buying Taco Bell, literally on the menu on the mobile app, it tells you, please, keep in mind that consuming too much of this product will cause cancer side effects. I've never seen a actual sign, and this is plastered on the front. It was plastered on the front, before you even sign into the app type stuff. I've never seen a actual do something like that, so it kind of turned me off from Taco Bell. So I try every once in a while. Like I said, I'll try something new from Taco Bell, but I'm always disappointed. It's just never that good. Wendy's. Wendy's is a B. I don't feel like Wendy's gets enough credit, man. Wendy's, all their burgers are consistent. The service is not bad either. And I love the spicy chicken nuggets. They're the only chicken nugget that I can personally eat outside of Chick-fil-A at this point. Just because everything else has just too much fat in it. And it's just made mystery meat. Like the spicy chicken nuggets I've never had a problem with at Wendy's, so I always get those every once in a while. Next up, at the end, Cinnabon, and they have Wetzel Pretzel. Wetzel Pretzel also is going to be A. I'll put it in A. Actually, I'll put it in B. Wetzel Pretzel. It's just not as good as the other two, but it's okay. It's not bad, but just not as good as the other two. Whataburger. I'm gonna put Whataburger in C. It's been so long since I had Whataburger, so I can't even recall what I even got. So I'm gonna play it fair with Whataburger. White Castle. White Castle's an F for me. And I know, don't beat me up about it, but White Castle is not good, bro. I don't know how people eat it. I just know that it's also kind of a bridge of a gap type of thing. White Castle came out so long ago, so they're not gonna change a process that worked a long time ago, and that kind of works now. I know they're not gonna do that, but White Castle is it's just not good, bro. Like, ugh, I just can't do it. Which sub place? Never had that, so I can't comment on that. If you ever had that, let me know. I've never even heard of that place. And Zaxby's. Definitely want to try Zaxby's, but I've never had Zaxby's as well. I'm gonna actually have on the screen the actual tier list that we have. So I'm trying to think if I want to change anything at this current time. I feel like Chick-fil-A and Krispy Kreme being an S is good. NTS Cinnabon and McDonald's being an A, not bad. A&W, Burger King, Jimmy John's, Dairy Queen, fifth. I should say fifth, third. Five Guys, KFC, Chipotle, Wetzel Pretzel, Jersey Mike's, Subway, Arby's. I feel like I'm comfortable with everything being where it's at, if I'm being completely honest. Might change because there's a lot of other places. I seen another one of these that had like 30 more options that I liked, but I lost it, and this was the one that I found again, so we went with this one. But yeah, it's not a bad list, is it? In some way, shit, perfect, no. But hey, it's all up for debate. You let me know what you thought of this list, as well as you let me know what restaurants you agree with. But it's me, man. Comments. ASMR. And if you like this video, want to see more, please think about like, comment, subscribing. Drop a comment down below. I'm gonna start filming in a week. I'm gonna start filming the first part for the 2500 Q&A, 2500 part 1 special, and in part 2 we're gonna do a week or two after that. So be sure to drop your questions on this video, any other questions or any other video or the post. But until then, check out videos on the screen. I'll see you then. Peace.